Niharika Karanjawala, the public is wondering. The public is wondering. In the back of our minds, all of us know that dowry is rampant. We need to constantly remind ourselves that dowry was criminalized in the 1960s, and yet the statistics that we see today are terrifying. It's happening everywhere, at all strata of society, from the rich to the middle class to the poor. What is your view, ma'am?
Absolutely, Shiv. You're absolutely right. And I think it's important to keep in mind that even as the law progresses, society progresses slower and at its own rate. So I think what the need of the hour and what the real silver lining, if at all, in tragic cases like Nikki and Sonali's cases, is that it brings this to society's attention in an undeniable way. I feel like at a district level, a lot of efforts need to be made to reinforce both to families demanding dowry and carrying out heinous acts, as well as to families from whom the demand is being made, that these are criminal acts. They are criminal acts that are met with swift retribution from the state, and that swift punishment follows in such acts. And even to the families whose daughters are married into such houses, I think it is essential to remember that if cruelty is being carried out at any level, one must keep in mind that it can escalate, and that if your daughter is being treated in this way, do not feel any societal compulsion to send her back into this home. In fact, Dr. Anjana will be able to attest to this more than anyone, I believe. In a lot of cases, even when there is no physical violence in the home, there is a phenomenon known as separation violence, where in, I think, about 70% of all instances where separation violence erupts, it can be serious to fatal. So, I mean, even in instances where cruelty has till now been simply verbal and psychological, which people tend to take at a far less serious level
Very
than
true.
physical cruelty, it can suddenly escalate to a near fatal or completely fatal level. So, I think at a family level, at a district level, we need to ensure that there is a zero tolerance outlook to things like this. And the small silver lining in cases of this sort are that society is forced to confront these harsh realities.
Niharika, what would you say to Satish ji today? The kind of dilemma that he and his family are in right now, they are stuck.
So, Satish ji obviously has my tremendous sympathies, and I wish for Sonali to have a full and speedy recovery. It is very, very difficult and painful for parents in these circumstances.
Niharika, if you wish to say it in Hindi, you can say it in Hindi.
My Hindi is not that strong.
No problem.
So
Continue.
Unfortunately, yeah, I won't.
That's fine. That's fine. Continue.
Your time with that. But yeah, what I would like to say, however, is to all families who find themselves in these scenarios, I feel that ultimately, the solution to all of these issues is education and empowerment of women, and taking a zero tolerance approach. Also, to ensure that your daughter is not isolated in circumstances of this sort. If pressure is being placed upon you and your family, you speak to the other family, speak to your neighbors, speak to their neighbors, make it clear that they are behaving in this way. It is often societal pressure and this notion of, oh, what will the neighbors think, that drives people to curb their less acceptable behavior. And as such, if there is a societal condemnation on mistreating your wife, mistreating your daughters-in-law, mistreating your children, people will also follow suit. Do not allow your children to be isolated in circumstances of this sort, and do not hesitate to reach out to authorities. I also feel that state governments should undertake education campaigns, put them on, with hello caller tunes, have educational campaigns on there at post offices, at hospitals, and create safe spaces where you can give a complaint, safe spaces where ladies may often be without it getting back to their families that they are there.
I hear you, Niharika. I'm just wondering, we've been sensitizing society, families, communities for so long. Are we winning this war with 6,400 women still dying from dowry cases even in 2022? And those are just the reported cases.